there's a bit of a breeze, which is nice and cool. 27 degrees or something is meant to be. It's got to be a cooler night dangling between the trees though, doesn't it? Here's hoping. Pretty sure that last time I saw you, I'll say next time, yeah. 2 days, 2 nights. But if this is all looking a bit familiar, it's because it is. It's been months probably since I last got out. Oh, just, you know, life kind of occupies things too much. Some things don't change though, or don't change much. You see that one? About 6 months now. That's been getting lower and lower and lower. The one it's hung up on's getting well, it'll be down soon. So I'll still take the non-path route. But yeah, just coming up to the normal camp, the little one that I've been to with the hammock, because I need to get out. Just need to get out. Hectic, hectic, hectic time. Exhausted. England just came 4th in the World Cup today. That gives you a date. Didn't watch it. Watching the match against Croatia was enough. Anyway, I'm going to drag my weary body up this hill, and I'll see you at the top. Not at the top yet, but man, it's changed up here. It's been dry. At my school, some of the trees we've planted, like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old, they're starting to wilt. It's been that dry. So some leaves turning yellow, but up here, where it was desolate, where it all got clear-felled a little while ago, it's racing up. There's loads of the self-seeded birch has really taken off, which is good. I'm sure it'll all get taken down at some point for the commercial crop that's been planted. A lot of that's hard to spot. Oh, it looks positively pretty. Look, it's like a meadow. Anyway, tuck myself in. Not too many flies yet, which is nice. And hope it stays that way. Yeah, that's a bit overgrown, and so's the fire pit, getting a bit overgrown. I don't think I'll be having a big fire though. No need for the heat, no fancy cooking. I've despite knowing what was going to come out, too tired. Just saw what we had in the house. Got a bit of spam and a bit of bannock. I think it's basically going to be it. And in the morning I might have another go at that that bannocky raisiny thing that worked alright. But we'll see. For now, hammock up, sit down. See you in a bit. There's not meant to be any rain tonight. It's warm. I don't think we need a tarp. I'm gonna want that. I'm gonna want that, and probably that. I'm definitely gonna want that. Oh, practice makes perfect, eh? Okay, I'm slowly starting to get some use out of this. I managed to keep it in for an hour and a half or something. Something unreasonable. Something unnecessary. But something that gave me lots of practice with the, you know, what size bits of wood and stuff like that. Oh, you beggar. I hate stuff to spray on. I don't think I'm going to have a choice though. I want a proper job. Some little mini logs. Want some smaller stuff though. I'm working on the assumption that this is going to be smoky because it's surface wet, but it's only surface wet from the downpour last night. My voice sounds in any way croaky. A little bit of a works night out last night, and some people remembered some drinking games from their slightly misspent youth. Some of it's got a snap, some of it. This is the top end of the tree I pulled down before and it was brilliant. It's been sat here, I assumed drying out from its already dry state. I may have been wrong. Let's see what happens. Getting mullered. Little flies. Are there any matches left? Gosh. Almost instantly flyless, which is nice. Oh, no, some of them have worked out. It's not an actual genuine forest fire. You know what, I've been here, what, 10 minutes? I feel better for it already. It's not even a proper fire. I think that'll do. Come and have a look. Ah, the smoke's calmed down a little in the few moments I've grabbed you, but look at it. How static it is. Up comes another little flame. You know, I am beginning to find this quite a lovely little addition. Right, food. food and drink, whatever. After last night, I've not brought a beer. Thought about it. I brought coffee for the morning, but no beer. I'm enjoying the passage of time. With real bacon. Oh yeah, spam with real bacon. Yeah, me neither. Thought we'd find out. And oh, there are lots of little bags of snacks, but down at the bottom here, you know, the usual big frying pan. Well, I was thinking if I'm going to get wandering places, I'm going to want something a bit more compact without the handle. So spent a tenner, see how it goes. Tea bags. Now, one of these is plain, that one. One of these has got, yeah, raisins in. That's breakfast. This is some bannock for tonight. Bit of butter. That'll sit on there fine. Hopefully it'll put away alright. Whoops. Maybe not straight after I've put it on there. So the plain one, first thing we do, stick a bit of water in. And then regret how much I've put in, obviously. Maybe that's enough. I think that could be okay. Kind of quite a bready bannock. That's my plan anyway. Hello. Is it coming together? Or is it still a bit too crumbly? What do you reckon? I think it's going to need more water as well. Let's stick a bit in. Those of you that stop at Aldi, yeah, that is sparkling elderflower bottle. That's not what's in it though. I just rinsed them out. It's easier that way. Oh no, burst it. Okay. Oh no, not burst it. Oozed it all the way out of the top. Right, that will officially be okay. See, we can't get kettle on for some drinks. Am I going to have to put some stuff on just because I'm getting eaten to death? Is it just me that hates squirting stuff on? Used this before though on that night in the bivvy bag. Smidge stuff. It did work. So I'll make sure I don't neglect this. There we go. See, it kicks out some heat. And the time it's taken to squirt some of that stuff on, not particularly delicately, it's come to the boil already. Whoa, bumblebee. Which is probably right. A bad thing for cooking, yeah. Good for boiling, but managed to keep it going quite well. I was impressed with how well, in fact. Because I cooked bannock on it last time. But there, look. Bubbling. Instantly bubbling. Look at it. I mean, that looks like a lot of butter. I like butter. Oh, a little bed of coals in there to cook over. Right. Well, this has had next to no time to, you know, coalesce into a dough or whatever, but it's going to take long enough to cook. I think it's going to have to be on and off and on and off and on and off the heat for a while, yeah? So, you see that? My original plan had been to mix that up, do some stuff, just let it sit for a while. But you know what it's like. You have an idea and then the midges attack. Well, a couple of these were definitely mosquitoes, but there's nothing on me. That smidge stuff, it works. It really works. So once that starts to cook, where did I put my spam? How many slices does it need to be? 1, 3, 4. That'll be easy. There was some chorizo in the fridge, there was an onion, and I frankly couldn't be bothered. I just want to come out. The side of this is not cooked, but I can't help but think like a cooked side will help retain the heat, it'll still permeate. I don't care. It's up to me. My food. Mains, all mains. However, that is burning right down, and if I don't get some small stuff in there really quickly, I'll be starting again. Oh, listen to that. Those bits will warm up, blah blah blah. No smoke without fire, yeah. All that. Do like me little Laplander. I assume we've all got Laplanders. Is it your first one you got? £3.50 on a, I think it was Lidl. I think it was a Lidl saw was the first one I got. And it was kind of okay. Oh no, it wasn't. It was from the same place I got my radio from. And the postage was already paid. Bought a little travel radio thing for the camper van. and it would be included with the postage, so it was like £3.25. I thought, oh, I'll get that. It was alright. You know when you know nothing about something, but you know it could be a lot better? It was a bit like that. But I did like playing with it, and I did like playing in the woods, so I did upgrade, so to speak. Boom. In fact, I got that £3.50 little folding saw, which stays at home, and the more of 511. Is it 511? Yeah, 511 for £5 or something. So that's how it started. About £9. Then lashed a bit on some DD stuff. No, I didn't. I asked for that for presents as well. How long before we get flame, do you reckon? You see the wood gasification process in full effect here. Burning the smoke efficiently. Ooh, so close. I've not managed to blow the flames out the bottom before. I like that. Oh, there we go. Starting to lick. Come on. Come on. Don't burn from the bottom. Oh, there we go. One hole. Gone. Oh, come on. So close. There. There we go. Sizzle's back on. Does seem a little bizarre being in the middle of the woods, bringing a packet of nettle tea bags with me. But they are what I drink at home, so one day I'll get around to trying to concoct something out here, but I like them. bacon spam. Doesn't really smell any different. Doesn't really look any different. Not yet. Pan's okay for size though, which is a nice thing to know. Is that the sizzling slowed down, you say? Yeah, it does take some driving. This is going alright. Tried the bread. The bread's okay, a little bit doughy, a bit cooked. Tea's okay. Likey. I'm just still a bit intrigued about the spam with real bacon. So there's only one way to find out, I guess. Oh, spitty. Well, the handles on this seem to have held up alright. A bit warm further up. It had little rubber bits on, but I didn't think they were going to last, so I got rid of them to serve as a warning to be careful. Bacon spam. You know what it tastes like, spam? Yeah. With a bit of bacon. Not a lot. It's not like a thick slab of bacon you're eating. It's quite pleasant though. But I shall soak up the remains of the spam jus and enjoy my tea. Whilst you enjoy that sunset. See you later. It's a beautiful evening. Really is. Yeah, as I said before, it's just been mad. Been mad, mad, mad. School and just where. So not been able to get out. So it's good to get out. And yeah, every time. Just a tonic for the soul, isn't it? It's just a tonic for the soul. Had my desperately uncomplicated tea earlier, and all I've done for, I don't know, an hour? God, maybe an hour and a half, is just lie in the hammock and kind of snooze a bit. It's getting a bit cool to lie in the hammock though, so quilts on. And I might be turning in for a very early night. I think I'm hoping I'll go to bed really early. And then I'll wake up in the middle of the night and see stars. If you see a time lapse of stars now, it means they did. If you didn't see a time lapse of stars, who knows? Maybe I slept through and got some much needed kip. Or maybe it was just some really light cloud at the minute. Anyway, I'm going to make my bed and catch up with you lot in a bit. Morning. Oh, good kip last night. It looks like a beautiful morning. If it hasn't become apparent, there was no starry time lapse. Didn't wake up, not once, which was pleasant. Just heard a big rustling over there. Just briefly wondered if some large mammal might be wandering past, but it's probably just a bird. Anyhow, time to get up and get some brekkie. Well, that's a noisy bird. Not a noisy bird. A really noisy squirrel. Oh, beautiful morning. It's times like this I wish I had a posh camera. Nice posh camera to capture the beauty of the colour. You know, that morning golden light. Yeah, I'll show you in a minute. Badly. So yesterday I was going to mix up the bread, leave it for as long as possible. You know, not for it to prove or anything, but for it to just kind of get an even texture. Well, let's see if we can actually do it today. Somewhere in here, should be today's little mini packet. I think I've decided, seeing as I brought 2 stoves, I'll use 2 stoves. So this is basically the same bannocky stuff as last night, but with a couple of raisins thrown in. We'll see if we can get a slightly smoother mix. Last night's one, very tasty, no complaints at all, and it was all cooked, but it was like 2 different sorts of bread. The sort of middle bit that had kind of folded over a bit but hadn't really been mixed was clearly a lot drier. So whether it overall didn't have enough, who knows. Back of this one, it's all wet around the edges, you can see, but still virtually dry in the middle. Don't know if you can see that, probably can't. But of course if I leave it for a bit, it should even itself out, right? Right? I might actually do a little bit of proper, get some wood together for the little stove before I light it today. Yeah, I want some more. Give me some more. And after recent weather, waking up this morning and feeling quite cool almost. Oh, it's lovely. Weather forecast said it'd get down to about 12 degrees. DD under blanket. Certainly kept my back and stuff warm. DD quilt on top. It wouldn't need to get much colder and that would be uncomfortable. It's yeah, it's definitely a summer. No, it's not definitely a summer only deal. On its own, it's definitely a summer only deal. When it's cold, having it as an extra layer really worked. With an old sleeping bag, as an extra layer on top when it was really cold, was definitely good. Because it, yeah, it's light, it doesn't compress your stuff. Throw a blanket over the top, I don't know if that would help at all, because you'll be compressing your sleeping bag as much as augmenting it. There we go. Yeah, looks ready to go already. Just not doing it. Right. That can just sit for a bit now. Time to go and find some little sticks. Use some more of that stuff from yesterday. And whenever I've been here, I've kind of dumped a bunch of wood there, just odd sticks and things. I think they might come in useful. Whoa. Not been buzzed by anything yet. But it's coming. Let's show you this view. Oh, let's get you off. Look at that. Just everywhere. Little golden patches. Something trying to bite my face. Somewhere over there the sun's coming up. Something crawling over the lens. Yeah, it was quite pleasant not having the tarp, but enough sightseeing. Yeah, it's through there. Oh, there's a couple of little things flapping around already. Never mind. Working on the assumption that this is dry. Oh, listen to the crack. Key. It really is. Like making a normal fire, just a much, a much smaller scale. That'll do for getting it going. All this little stuff can fling on the top. I will probably throw in a couple more of these lumps of charcoal at some point to see how they do, because I'm interested. But not before the kettle's boiled. Nothing more, nothing less. Because I think... Wait. My wood gas skills aren't quite up to cooking the bread the way I want to cook the bread. The bannock, whatever, call it what you want. Breakfast loaf. Like the cutest little log pile. Okay. There you go. Filled him up. I kind of realised this was the sort of thing I had to do after seeing loads of people's videos of where they got wood gas stoves and then they take wood pellets to charge it with, so you know it burns forever. And I thought, well, I want it to burn for a long time, but I did struggle to see the point in getting a twig stove but taking fuel for it. Couldn't help but think I perhaps wanted to use twigs, so I thought I'd stick with it. That's all a bit damp under the tripod. Whoa. Some other options. It's a bit crackier, isn't it? Oh, that was a very telltale buzz past my ear. I need to squirt some stuff back on. Yes, you're not supposed to fill it past the holes. Yes, I have a bit, but it'll burn down quickly enough. Am I going to use a match again? Yeah, I think so. That's a mosquito. Get off. Keep going there, mate. That's fine. You're welcome in there. Oh, they found me. Oh, they found me. Isn't birch bark awesome? Bit marginal. I think we'll call that lit now. Oh, we'll definitely call that lit. Burning, stick it in, stops burning. When it's in there, there are no flames on it, take it out. Oh, still on. Need to stop looking, need to get some water on. Oh, the bannocky stuff. It's under the quilt. I realised it was still a little bit warm. And seeing as I make it with self-raising flour anyway, I know it's not got like yeast in, but I don't see the harm in leaving it somewhere warm for a little bit. Handle gets hot quick as well. With a little Trangia, do you need to let it bloom first? Because I want to cook on low. So does that mean I just go straight to low? That should be alright, shouldn't it? First proper use in anger. I can see why they make them now. Even if it's a tiny bit drippy afterwards. Oh yeah, more cheating. How much of the remaining butter do you ask? Really? All of it? Why would you not? It's butter. It's almost by definition the loveliest thing in the world. Butter's melting. Still got some dry patches, hasn't worked. turn this up a bit more. And whilst there is no great rush, I do want to eat today. That though looks an awful lot more like a dough ball. A very workable dough ball. Bin bag. Don't know whether to turn that up or not. I'm going to see how warm it gets on the pan. This, oh, look at it. It's burnt almost to the, well, it's lit almost all the way to the bottom. That's been about 20 minutes. Love it. It's getting warm, it's not getting hot. Pan's hot though. Ooh. I think it's time for a coffee. I'll move over to the drinks bar. Oh no. No. Where's the top? Two filters. Because I might want 2 coffees. I'm sure this stump used to be flatter. Alright. Didn't bring a scoop. I'm sure I'll be able to get half of that without any trouble, he said, unconvincingly. Hey Meg. So the water should have cooled down by now, because it's my friendly little AeroPress again. Let's bring you up a bit. It's my little AeroPress again. Posh coffee, not boiling. So half the water in cup, half water in there. Yep, looks like that's exactly 90 degrees. We'll call that a wash. Whoops. We'll also call that slightly overfilled, but never mind. In goes approximately, exactly half the coffee, without any fuss or drama. A bit more. About a scoop left. Try not to lose anything. Very good swirl. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then, exactly like it says in the instructions, about 20 seconds. Some delicious coffee. Too hot to drink yet, but oh, the smell. Keep thinking I might want to mess around with cold brew coffee, see what it's like. But that little boy makes the best coffee I've ever had at home, and I can bring it with me. So you know what? I will. Let it cool a bit though. Let's see how that charcoal lump's doing. Ah, yeah, it's starting to ash up a little bit. More than when it was in, and jings! As you can probably guess, there's a lot of heat coming off that. A little sizzle. That's coming from there, and that's, yeah, too hot to touch. And I've not brought any gloves again. It's either sleeves or birch bark bag. Either way, I think I want two hands. Let's see what lies within. Right, here goes. Oh, there's steam coming out and everything. Come on. Oh, it's growing. It's sizzling. It needs some cooking implements. Ooh. I like the way that's going. I do. Oh, it's still moving. See if we can give it a turn, shall we? It's firmish. Teeny bit over. Let's turn this boy down a bit. That was a good pop. Looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to that. Coffee. Well, prattled on a bit yesterday, but oh, it's lovely to be out here. And after waking up yesterday with a slightly woolly head, today just feels 1,000 times better. Sun's just getting better. Oh, I think I'm burning my bread though. I keep turning the Trangia down more and more and more and more until there's barely a crack. There's flames licking up the outside. How can there be flames? Look at it. Flames licking up. There's nothing left. See that? Crack was any smaller, it'd be off. Ah, I can smell it. I've burnt my bread. I've burnt my breakfast, people. Burnt my breakfast. Oh. Whoa, that went with a pop. Right. Can I get this to go any lower? There we go. Right. Do you reckon it'll still burn at all? Let's see. Now, obviously it will for a moment, but surely it's got to cool down at some point, right? It's got to cool down at some point. I don't need to look, I can smell it. Where's my twongies? Here we go. That's the one side that's well done. Oh! Disaster. But look, there, that's what I wanted. That's... Sounds hollow. Sounds like a worktop. Do I eat it? No, I'm going to try and cook it. I'm going to try and make sure it's cooked in the middle. I'm putting it back on. Okay? Tiny flame. Witness me, people. Tiny flame. On goes the lid. Hot lid. Oh. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, in the woods, having a lovely time. Burning my breakfast. Oh, and having some quite delicious tea. No, it's not, it's coffee. Five days to go. Then it's summer holidays. So, last time I saw you, I said next time we'll be out, it'll be 2 nights. Probably not. Next time I'm out again, will be 1 night, back in this spot, but with my daughter. She's 8, and she's keen. She'll be in the hammock. She now has 2 sleeping bags, because we got some new ones for in the camper van that were a bit lighter weight. So I will be coming up here like a donkey. Hammock, tarp, underquilt, overquilt, sleeping bag, so I can cover up or uncover her in the night with the quilt. Told you it was handy. My sleeping bag, which will be too warm, I have no choice then. And camping mat. Thinking on, might not come back here because there isn't actually a flat bit for me to lie on. Might go to the bit that's the day camp. I'll go and check that out on my way home. It's an exciting new spot to sleep in at the day camp. A tree came down. In some of the high winds we had recently. Full size, completely healthy tree. Took 2 down. Missed the camp by 10 feet. Which is why I'll not be up here when it's chucking it down and blowing a gale. Make the trees all heavy and then blow them hard. And it's a forestry plantation and the soil's not that deep, and it just goes, oh, it's smoking again. Right, that's it. Breakfast's done. Raw dough's never going to kill you, is it? Oh, smoky. Smoky, just. Oh. Do you think it'll even go out? Do you think if I try to put it out, it'll even go out? Huh. It went out taking the snuffer off. Of all the cheeky, let's call it cheeky. Anyway, snuffer back on to remind me. Gonna leave that bread alone for a little bit whilst I finish my coffee. That charcoal in the wood gas stove's burnt away. I might stock it back up again though and get another coffee on. Anyway, all I've done's prattle on. I've done nothing. And it's been very lovely. So, I might set the camera up just looking at a bit of woodland for a bit or something, and I shall have another drink, and I shall probably see you as I'm strolling out into the sunshine. That's good coffee. It's really good coffee. See you in a bit. So that's it recharged. No blowing, nothing else. Let's just see what happens. No smoke without fire, right? That's about 1/2 inch of ash in the bottom. No visible coals, but still some heat coming off, so fingers crossed. Just thinking about my decision to not blow on it, just leave it. I'll not get any coffee till it's going again. Oh, and if this looks any different, play with my phone as well. Trying to do a little time-lapsey thing with the camera. You've probably already seen it if it worked, if there was anything moving, but I know sometimes the colour looks a bit weird with the camera, and I keep using it because a camera's got to be better than, you know, a phone, hasn't it? And I can't do post-production colour matchy whatever stuff. I'm just prattling about in the woods. So we'll see how this goes as a I don't know, other choice. Then of course if I do start walking somewhere, the less stuff I take the better, because I ain't no ultralight camper as it is. So yeah, we'll see. That might be one thing I try this summer though. Just want to come up just with as little as possible. Still be a big bag because my sleeping bags aren't small. But ultimately, being out here is the best bit. There's something flying around wanting to make friends. Anyway, the smoke coming from the little wood gassy dude it's not getting stronger quickly. I might cheat, I might give it a blow. Let's have a little look. Yeah. Coming from different places, but here comes some cheating, I think. Let's see if we can't get some life out of it. It's not that hot coming out. I may have left it too late. I'm tempted to leave it a bit longer. Tell you what, I'm going to pack up the hammock and then I'll come back to it after that. That's what I'll do. And then make me coffee. See you in a bit. Are you wondering about breakfast? Yeah, bit charred on the outside, but oh, how's that? And it worked on the inside. Hammock's gone. Carry on packing, sniddle up. Another coffee has been made. Just need to pack it up now. Look at the juicy, juicy loveliness in there with those raisins. Oh. Oh, right, that's it. Back on camera obviously. Just about done. All cleared up. Tiniest little patch of ash, because that little wild gas stove's awesome. Hammock's gone. It's not exactly leave no trace because it's my usual camp spot, isn't it? So, but leave nothing that would leave any trace of me, should we put it that way. No bits of rubbish. Remembered my hammock straps. Waiting for the day when I forget them, but you know. So now it's just time to sneak through the rhododendron-y, brambly path. I'd really like a little drone. No, Mavic Air. Yeah, expensive. Yes, there's cheaper stuff I am sure that would be good, but I'd probably only want to upgrade to, you know, a proper one. But all these little lanes through the trees and virtually impenetrable bits of woodland, I'd love to explore them. I'd love to get the view of popping straight up from this clearing and having a look around at the trees. I'd like to get up the view and travel over, show just how lucky I am, how close this is to where I live. Yes, it might give away my secret spot, but well, let's face it, it's hardly a nirvana of wild camping. It's just somewhere that's handy for me. I wouldn't be expecting hordes of people to descend on it and destroy the environment. Apart from the solitude, there isn't much to keep people coming here. This, don't know if you'll be able to see it, but this tangle of fallen and squashed damp rhododendron is a bit like ice skating at times, but it's alright. There's some huge bramble to fall through, which will slow my descent, using my skin as some kind of crumple zone as it gently tears me away, which is a lovely thought, isn't it? I actually managed to avoid tearing myself up too much this time. My legs don't look at all like I've been in the woods. Not that I've noticed. So most of the blood's been left inside flying creatures. Is that doing my bit for the environment? Is that supporting biodiversity? Seen some stuff which has made me wonder again if there are small deer in these woods. There's supposed to be, which of course makes me think of ticks. We'll see when we get back and have a shower. There, already virtually at the edge. Then where it's about a 20-minute walk coming up the hill, 15-minute walk going down the hill. So that's me about done. So if you've stopped by for what I suspect could be a world record dull video, thank you. I can't remember if I said it last time. At some point we've snuck past 100 odd subscribers. It's like got as high as 116. Seems quite odd, but it's nice to hear from some of you. So those of you that have stopped by and dropped a message before, thank you. Those of you that might do again in the future, thank you as well. Fortunately, being hugely unpopular makes it easy to get back in touch with you. And I don't know if we'll be able to turn you round to see my little... Oh, there he goes. Little butterfly come to say hello. Is he a red admiral or is he a peacock? Yeah, more stuff I don't know about. Anyway. God, there's loads of them. What a beautiful day. So, see you next time. If I see you next time. If you get out yourself, I hope it's as refreshing as this has been. Doing nothing. It's really the best way of doing something sometimes, isn't it? Thanks and see ya.